Hi, my name's Tanya Anderson.
Hi, I'm Betsy DeWitt.
And we're here to teach you guys some trade show training. We want to first start out by showing you how to set up your booth. So right off the bat, you're always going to want to make sure that you have a banner. You can purchase those banners in our Muse store, and we also have the stand-up vertical banners as well as the ones you can hang from your curtain. I personally always like the stand-up banners. They're super easy to pack around, easy to bring with you, easy to put away, easy to put up. So I want to make sure that everybody knows kind of how to set up your booth. You're always going to want to make sure you have plenty of makeup and plenty of products. So if you're going to be selling all three of the products currently, you're going to want to make sure you have Ample Lash out on display. Betsy and I, when we travel and do these shows with our distributors, we always do like a pyramid. And then we always compete to see how fast we can make that pyramid disappear. So you're always going to want to set it up any way you want to, but you just want to make sure your product is out and visible for everyone to see. And of course, we've got pink, blue, and black erasers out right now. We've got our paused out and our Ample Lash. And of course, we always have 2 water bottles, one for each of us. And for those of you in your starter kits, the big kit, you get the makeup eraser water bottle. When filled up with water, becomes a full stand-up makeup or water bottle. So very first thing you're going to always do is test your makeup. So as soon as you get your makeup out and you know what you're going to use, do a tester, put it on your hand, just see how easy it removes. Makeup on your hand tends to remove differently than makeup on your face. So as we all know, with the makeup eraser, makeup on your face removes pretty easy. I mean, it's generally circular motion and it's gone, especially your eyelashes. But when you start adding mascara to your fine little lines on your hands, sometimes it's a little bit trickier. So you always just want to test your makeup. Old mascara a little bit harder. So test your makeup, know what you've got out there. If it's not an easy one for you to demo with, remove it from your table.
And have plenty of choices too.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they come up to the booth, if they do not see their brand, they tend to be a little bit more skeptical.
Right.
And if they do see their brand, but it's not the exact mascara, for example, a lot of times they'll know that it works.
They'll take it, right. And so generally we're going to have 10 mascaras out here, 15 eyeliners. Those seem to be the 2 biggest ones that people want to see is mascara and eyeliner. A lot of people want to see foundation, which is kind of surprising, but they do. So any kind of makeup that you have, it can be your own personal makeup, it can be your extras.
Super skeptic.
Red.
Lipstick.
Yes, or especially red if you got a red lipstick.
Have an assortment.
So, yep, for sure. And so always make sure that you have a picture of, if you've got, we don't have one out here right now, but make sure that you have a picture of Ample Lash of some kind. And if you're really brave, wear one eye with mascara, one eye without. We have found our distributors that came back saying when they wear one eye, one off, one on, one off, that it was a whole lot better. They could see it. Anything that people can see visually tends to do better. You'll see here too, we also always have a running looped video. A lot of our girls have them up on an actual TV screen. Ours is done just on a laptop, so you can do either or. But if they can see a live video where people are removing their makeup or Ample Lash, or even when we get all of those out, you'll be able to use those as well. But you're going to want to have a live video if you can get
And this
one.
is great too, when the booth gets really busy, you can refer them to the live video and they can start watching that. So they've got some idea about the product before you actually do a live demo for them. It's just one other avenue to keep them in your booth instead of them walking away when you're busy.
Right, because you may find you have 20 people lined up on the outside of your table. The other really important thing is don't be this guy. I'm step behind the table. Don't be that person, because you're not going to bring anybody into your booth. You're going to want to always be in front of your booth. So if I'm standing back here and people are walking by, I'm not going to draw their attention. So you're always going to want to be in front of your booth.
And it's a lot harder to keep walking,
to
for
ignore
example, to ignore me or Tanya when there's just this between us. When you ask, have you seen the makeup eraser? Have you ever felt the makeup eraser? If you are back here, it is that much easier to say no and keep walking.
Keep going by
So keep the distance between you and your potential customer as little as possible. So that's why we stand in front of our table.
Exactly.
We don't go out in the aisle. We stay in our booth, but we stand in front of the table.
Well, we go out the aisle too.
A little bit.
So anyhow, Betsy's going to start off with giving different scenarios of different kinds of customers that you're going to encounter, and give you an idea on how to handle them. Some people you can't handle. So
yep. So we've had in our experience 3 types of customers. There is the hater, we call her, or him, her, who is not interested. You could be giving it away for free. they're at a trade show, they're probably not going to spend any money, and they're uninterested in listening to any information about the product. And those people will show what to do here in a few minutes, but you're going to want to keep them out of the booth, let them keep walking, and don't let them come into your booth or keep trying to get them in while other people who are potential customers keep walking by, because you'll miss out on sales. The second type of potential customer is the curious potential customer, or the skeptic that's going to walk by. They're kind of curious. They're somewhat interested, you'd say.
They've heard maybe of it a little bit.
They've heard of it, maybe seen it on Instagram, but they don't want to get stuck in your booth. They don't want you to hard sell them. So there's a technique to get them into your booth for them as well. The third is someone who's already been sold on the product. They've seen it on Instagram, their friend has it, they're going to walk over and want to buy it. They may want to see a demo because they've never seen it in person. But this type of person is a quick sale. You're going to want to get them in and out of your booth as quick as possible so that you can have room and show demos to other potential customers as quick as possible.
So before we bring those customers in, let me touch on one other thing. So Betsy and I last year, we traveled to like 13 states helping train brand new distributors then. But we found 2 people. It's so much better if you have the ability to have 2 people in your booth. It's the best way to do it. And when we trained with everybody, we told them, don't be competition to each other. Make it your booth, make it your product, not that's mine, that's yours. Make it everybody is even, because otherwise you're competing against each other, and that's not the best way to be. So you're always going to want to be playing together. Make it a together thing. And where somebody else's strong point, we found Betsy's strong point was always getting them in the booth. My strong point was they weren't leaving unless they bought one.
Yeah.
So we found a way to feed off of each other, and where Betsy started, I stopped, or where Betsy stopped, I started. And so things worked out really good that way. And so we want to make sure that you understand, if there's going to be 2 people, it's a whole lot easier, because while you're talking to somebody else is walking right past your booth, and they may not stop, whereas a second person may have been able to say, oh, have you heard of the makeup eraser?
And there are different customers that respond differently to different people. And if there is somebody that comes in the booth that responds to Tanya differently, and you can tell.
Right. Which was most of the time. No, I'm just kidding.
All the time. So, whatever. So, anyway, but I don't think of her as competition, right? I understand that she, for some reason, the person gravitates towards her and her sales technique. And we both understand that and don't compete like that. So.
Oh, no, and we don't ever want any of you to compete like that either.
Right.
And the other thing, when we were training, and like I said, 13 states, I think, is what we hit in that 6 months. Mm-hmm. But the biggest thing that we got for feedback from our distributors was, oh my God, you guys made the booth so much fun. So have fun. Don't look at it like a job. If you go in there looking at it like a job, you might be leaving like this.
It's a long day.
It's a long day. And there was days where we were 12 hours, 9 to 9. And so we make it fun. You just have to make it as fun as you can. Be there with somebody that you enjoy being with. And those are some of the biggest pointers when it comes to the actual booth.
When our booth is having fun, for example, when there's 10, 15 people, you draw attention. People want to know what's going on. What's all that laughing?
Well, we found the booths around us were now wanting to be involved in our booth, which also meant recruits. You'd be surprised how many people pick up a recruit from a booth around them. And so if you're having fun, most people are having fun. Hey, ladies, have you guys heard of the makeup eraser before?
My cousin has like 5 of those.
Oh, she does? All right, have a good day.
No.
Yeah, I know. Cool. Hey, ladies, how you doing?
Hey, girls.
Hey,
how are ya?
Have you guys seen the makeup eraser before?
Yeah.
Have you? Okay, have you guys ever felt one or seen a demonstration with it?
No, I don't really wear makeup, so.
Oh, well, that's okay. You don't have to wear makeup.
You wash your face?
Yes.
But
I already have a clear Sonic, so I really have no need for the makeup eraser.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got a lot of customers that,
including the founder,
yeah,
uses a clear Sonic.
Oh, yeah, the reason she loves it actually is, does your ever get gummed up and stuff, like when you clean your face at the end of the day? Yeah. Like people that wear a lot of makeup, especially, they say their brush gums up a lot with the makeup, and they have to do the special, I don't know if you have to do special care with it or replace it. But this actually, I'll just show it to you if you're ever interested. It's actually 2 different lengths in the cloth.
It's really soft.
Feel how soft it is? And that's what makes it so special.
Where's your wash?
You can see how one, it's right down here, Tanya. It's,
Here, we'll show you how it works too, girls.
okay, yeah, she can show you. You can see how there's 2 lengths. One's a little shorter, one's a little longer. And it actually is woven like this. You know how washcloths, like, you know, if you use a traditional washcloth, even around your eyes, they have little tiny loops. Sometimes they tug on your eyelashes or they get really rough, and you'd be amazed how rough a washcloth is if you start using one of these. It's amazing. This is so gentle on your eyelashes. If you ever go back to a washcloth, you'll be shocked.
Well, you'll
at how
never
gentle
go
it
back
is.
to a washcloth after you have
Exactly.
makeup eraser. So
Exactly.
you'll find on the front side, the side without your tag, that's your wash side. So it's a little bit shorter,
Okay.
and you guys can see a difference here. See how much longer
yeah.
this one is in comparison to the short side. So the short side washes, the long side exfoliates, and it'll get deep into the pores, your creases, your lines, anywhere that was left behind from your regular wash.
Okay.
Yeah. And so throw it in the wash. So I use mine like for 3 or 4 days. Nobody, I mean, you can take it in the shower and use it like this if you want to, but like for me, I just use a little bit at a time. By my 4th day, it's pretty full. Throw it in the wash with my towels.
That's
no
it.
stains remain. I just keep reusing it over and over again.
Actually, you know, I was saying how like it stands up versus the loops. That's why the washing machine and the soap, it actually, the stains come clean. You know, like a washcloth, if
It
you
gets
use
stuck.
mascara,
It
it
gets stuck
gets
in those
trapped in
loops.
the loops.
Yep.
It would be nice not to buy wipes anymore.
I know.
Yeah, the $8 wipes you throw away.
Over and over again.
Well,
Yep.
because those
Yeah.
are expensive, but how much does this cost?
$20.
You can wash it up to 1,000 times.
1,000 washes.
So you think, I mean,
And
you
that's
think,
machine washes, not face washes. That's machine washes. So
Yeah.
if you use it for 3 or 4 days and throw it in the wash, I've had my original makeup eraser since 2012.
Okay.
So
Wow.
they
Yeah.
last forever.
It lasts
they do.
forever.
Yeah, they really do work.
And we
You
just,
won't regret it, and we have a money back guarantee.
we just came out with blue. We had, and I don't know if you've ever seen this on the doctors at Today's Show. What other shows? I mean, it's been all over the place. Yeah.
There's tons of them.
And they've done a ton of reviews on them. We've actually had a doctor on the doctor's comment on how it works. They were amazed at how it works, but it's literally the best $20 you can spend. I mean, we're changed the
You'll love
way
it.
the world removes makeup, literally. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just that, it's that simple. But you can, you know, I
They
give
come
you
to
a
about
card.
$22 with tax. If you bought it online, it's going to run you right around $24.50. But if you got it here today, you could get it for around $22. But we're also running a special 3 for $60.
Awesome. We'll take 3.
You want
Wanna try
3?
it? Yeah, great show.
It's been great.
Hey, ladies,
ladies.
how you doing?
Blue and Brian's, the makeup eraser.
Oh, blue and black?
You guys have seen them before?
Yes, I have a pink
One.
one. I love it.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Well, we just came out with blue, black. We came out with what, like a few months ago.
3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
My mom told me to pick her up one if I seen them again.
What color would you like? Do you think?
I'll take one of each, blue and black.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
perfect. Did you want one today too?
Yeah, I'll take a blue one.
All right.
Okay, we're actually running a special today. If you buy 4 of them, it's $80
Yep,
for
4
4.
for $80. Did you guys want a 4th one?
We'll
Oh,
take another
another
pink. Yep.
Pink one?
Okay.
Oh, okay,
They
perfect.
make great gifts.
All right.